I never thought I'd be the kind of person to accidentally become a neighborhood legend, but here we are. It all started last winter, during one of those brutally cold nights when the power went out for hours. I live alone in a small apartment, and naturally, I was bundled up in every blanket I owned, trying to stay warm and entertained by the weak glow of my phone screen. Suddenly, I heard a soft knock at my door. Confused, I rarely get visitors and definitely not at midnight, I opened it cautiously. Standing there was my neighbor from across the hall, elderly Mrs. Thompson, shivering in her thin robe. Turns out her heater had completely died, and since the building's maintenance was slow, she was desperate to warm up somewhere. I invited her in without hesitation, and we ended up huddling near my tiny space heater, sipping hot tea I managed to whip up. She shared stories of her youth, and I told her about my failed attempts to bake bread, which had mostly ended in smoke alarms. What started as an awkward situation blossomed into genuine companionship. The next morning, when power returned, Mrs. Thompson was so grateful she baked a batch of cookies and left them at my door with a note. "Thanks for saving the night." I laughed and hung the note on my fridge as a trophy. But here's the twist. Fast forward a few weeks, and suddenly my door is decorated with handmade signs, and people stop by with mugs of soup, homemade scarves, and even a quirky neighborhood hero sash, made for me by a group of kids downstairs. Apparently, word got out that I'd taken care of Mrs. Thompson during the blackout, and the whole building decided to turn me into their unofficial neighborhood savior. Now, I'm not sure if I should feel proud, embarrassed, or just wildly amused. All I did was open the door on a cold night, but thanks to some good old community spirit, I'm the legend of apartment 3B now, and honestly, I kind of like it.